Hello everyone. This video contains the explanation of the third section of the poem Not My Best Side by U.A. Fanthorpe. The third section is the monologue of the night. The text of the poem is I have diplomas in dragon management and virgin reclamation. Here the knight says that he has diplomas, he has the mastery, or he has the expertise in the management of the dragon, and he has mastery to bring back. Reclamation means to bring back the girl who is captured by the dragon. This line seems humorsome as the knight in a stereotype role sees his role as a dragon slayer and the guard of the virginity. The modern words management and reclamation have been used in the poem. My horse is the latest model with automatic transmission and built in obsolescence. My horse is the latest model. He says that he has a horse that is of latest model with automatic transmission. It runs automatically like a car and built in obsolescence. Obsolescence means obsolete. Obsolete here means the horse is replaced when it becomes out of date or old. My spear is custom built. He says that his spear is built according to his special requirements, and my prototype armor still on the secret list. And his prototype is new type of armor still on the secret list. Secret list means that is also a special one. In these lines, we see that the knight is shallow. All he cares about is having the latest gadgets. That is a modern way of thinking. You can't do better than me at the moment. You can't do better than me at the moment. The knight is misguided by his arrogance. The audience already knows that the girl prefers the dragon. Knight says that you can't do better. You here is for dragon. Dragon cannot do better than him at the moment. He says that he is superior to the dragon. So in this line we see that he is misguided by his arrogance. We already know that the girl prefers the dragon to the knight. I am qualified and equipped to the eyebrow. I am qualified. He says that he is qualified and he is equipped to the brow. He is equipped with with the armor up to the head. So why be difficult? So there is no difficulty. Up to now we see that the knight is much obsessive about his equipments. Don't you want to be killed and or rescued? The knight here talks to the dragon and the maiden both. He says to the dragon, does not he want to be killed in the most contemporary way, in the most prevalent way, or does not she want to be rescued or saved in the most contemporary or prevalent way? Don't you want to carry out the roles that sociology and myth have designed for you? He asks a question. If both the characters, the dragon and the maiden, do not want to carry out or to obey or to follow the roles that sociology and myth have designed for them. Here we see a series of rhetorical questions, and these rhetorical questions show his arrogance and delusions. When the knight speaks to both the dragon and the maiden, it seems as if he speaks like a robot and he lacks personality. This point pokes fun at the whole idea of the story. The audience already uh, has seen in the poem that the roles designed for the characters have been subverted by the poetess. Don't you realize that by being choosy, you are endangering job prospects in the spear and horse building industries? He says that he says to the dragon and the maiden both, don't you realize? If they do not realize, by being choosy or working according to their will, they are endangering, they are putting in danger to the job prospects. This is also a modern thinking. They are putting danger to the job prospects in spear and horse building industries. Here, the knight leaves his stereotype role and he shows his interest in the spear and horse building industries. This sounds ridiculous. What in any case does it matter what you want? He says to the dragon and maiden both that what in any case does it matter what you want? It does not matter what they want. You are in my way. They are linked to him traditionally. The poem ends in a completely dismissive tone as he will attempt to suppress both the characters. So, the inherent idea of the poem is that people's true identities are hidden and that we never truly know what people are like. The subversion or the breaking of stereotypes breaks the tradition and links the poem with modernity. Overall, the poem is an enjoyable and clever poem. The poem uses humor to make the point that people do not necessarily conform to stereotypes. The tone of the poem is ironical, as the irony of the girl is that she admires the dragon over the knight. She has an appeal of the quiet, crude, sexual innuendo. The irony of the dragon is that he wants to look as a martyr. The irony of the knight is that he is concerned more about his physical appearance and his modern gadgets than his actions. There is the use of the rhetorical questions in the poem to address the audience. So, this is all about the poem.